Hi, I'm Ryan Gallucci, Director of the VFW National Veteran Service. We're here in Annapolis, Maryland for VFW Service Officer Training, Phase 1. Our brand new service officers coming into town to learn what it takes to be a VFW accredited rep helping our service members, veterans, and their families. We're honored to be joined by William Doc Schmitz, the Junior Vice Commander-in-Chief of the VFW. Came out to join us for this training this week, observe, sit in with some of our students, talk to them. Doc, can you tell us why VFW Service Officer Training is so important to the VFW and why our service officers are so critical to our mission?
Yeah, the service officers in the program that's provided by the Veterans of Foreign Wars, it's the cornerstone of our organization to provide services free of charge. I'm not mistaken on that, am I?
Free of charge.
Free of charge. Do you have to be a member of the VFW?
No, you don't.
Just have to be a veteran and or family member of a veteran for widow's benefits possibly or whatever. And I was curious about the extensive training. How many hours do these guys and gals get?
So up to 80 hours of training every year in the classroom for the men and women who are accredited by the VFW to provide this assistance.
Wow, that's great.
It's about 2 college classes if you really break down what we're providing to them.
Now I was told that there's the VA put some statistics out that said that the VFW provides better service and stuff like that. Maybe you could break that down a little bit?
Sure. So VA reports to us on how our service officers perform in VA regional offices. And last year alone, the VFW helped recover $7.7 billion in benefits. Billion.
We get a kickback on that, right?
No, we don't. By law, we're not allowed to. So our services provided free of charge, as Doc pointed out before, and under no obligation to the veterans that we serve. And that's what we teach here. We teach our advocates how to do it. Doc made a great comment earlier today. It's something that I've said in previous trainings, that it's basically a little bit of law, a little bit of healthcare. How was it you put it earlier today?
It's being a professional stenographer, law school, and medical school all wrapped into one. I'm a registered nurse by profession, and some of the technical medical stuff that's put out here is just phenomenal for these guys and gals to absorb. And then with the staff that provides the training and stuff, the interactions and stuff, is good feedback, the do's, the don'ts, the how's, the why's. Mm-hmm. How do we perform in comparison to other veteran service organizations?
Well, to be honest, if any veteran chooses an accredited representative, they're more likely to be granted benefits by Department of Veterans Affairs. And the reason behind that is because of the type of training that we provide in an environment like this. We teach our advocates how to read 38 CFR, which is Code of Federal Regulations. It's the regulations that govern VA benefits, but also to understand healthcare terminology, read medical records. Our training team really puts together an excellent curriculum that gives practical exercises, shows you practical examples of how to read these records so that when you go back to your office and you sit down with a veteran face to face, you know what you're looking at, so that we worry about the technical stuff, the hard stuff, so that the veteran doesn't have to.
Now, technical stuff, I mean, this is the computer age, the cell phone age. Do our people get trained anyway with the computer stuff?
We do. So you'll see later this week, we talk about some of the software systems that VA allows us access to. Veterans Benefits Management System, e-benefits, our own internal claims tracking system, VetraSpec. But also, we're going to King of Prussia in May to do what we call proficiency training for our department service officers, really the managers in each VA regional office. And what we're doing there is, for the first time, we actually have computer labs. So we're bringing in our accredited representatives, they're sitting down behind a computer and physically typing in, working inside the system that we're trying to teach them. So it's something we're really excited about to give them a more hands-on approach.
So you have this training and stuff, and over the years laws change, rules change, all sorts of stuff. So you got these guys and gals, they've been trained, go get them, tear them up, get the complaint, the stuff going on. Is there any follow-up? You get like a newsletter if this is something current, or?
Yes, so first of all, we test everyone that comes in here on their proficiency, and that's one of the reasons we host 4 conferences a year, as a matter of fact. 4. So we bring, there are frequent changes. So we get people in the classroom We look to bring everybody in twice a year across those 4 conferences, but then every month we send updates on VA regulatory changes, and then if there are urgent messages, we get in touch with our service offices and make sure that they're up to date on policies.
Wow, this is when our organization states no one does more for veterans. This is the foundation of all veterans organizations, is taking care of our own and their families. And personally, I think you do a damn good job doing it, you and the crew.
Well, thank you, Doc. Couldn't do it without the team that you've given us here at the VFW. And please, if you need assistance with your claim, please visit www.vfw.org/NVS to find our list of accredited representatives near you. Or if you want to get in touch with us, call 1-800-VFW-1899. And as Doc
The
said,
number again?
1-800-VFW-1899.
Dial in if you need some help. We're there for you. You got a problem? Dial in.